Good morning. Welcome to Studios Sunday on Monday morning. I was very busy yesterday and then too excited to be making videos because of these things here. We did a bit of work on the studio yesterday and I now have light over my desk. I haven't had that before. This part of the studio has been very dark and I couldn't work in it. So my desk was just a dumping ground, and so it's all been reorganized and there was light. So I'm a bit excited about that. How was your week? I hope you've had a happy creative week. Yeah, I have, and I haven't. So that happens sometimes. These are the paintings I was working on. Here's this colour that I showed in my post on Saturday that I absolutely hate, but it goes so well in this painting. So there it is. It's probably hard to see, but it's a beautiful chocolate colour, and the orange and a little bit of the turquoise or whatever it is, that colour. So they're coming along. I didn't make as much progress as I had hoped on the weekend, but then I have light. So what can I say? This one is changing. I have an idea about it and it's finding its way. This little red one over here is coming along. It's one of the older ones that I've started reworking on. There's something there, but I can't quite put my finger on it at the moment. Yeah, so the test patterns are coming along as well. Done a bit of work on those. But basically what happened this week was I had a hole in my week. I have a day job and I had to travel for my day job. And I find that when I travel, it takes all of my mind and all of my concentration, and you know, I feel disjointed there for a while. So I had that this week, and it takes a while to get back from that. And I did paint on Saturday, which was great, and I intended to paint on Sunday, but I came down here and I was just frustrated by the space. The dark end of the studio had ended up being a dumping ground, so I needed more space and order around me. So I started cleaning up, and then it evolved into installing the lights, and you know, just fantastic. So that was well worthwhile. And I think what I'm trying to say is there are lots of different ways that we exist in the world, and not all of them are here in the studio, and unfortunately some of them do impact what happens here in the studio. And the hole that I felt I had in my week, it was really only to do with my studio practice and my art making, because there was no actual hole in my week. I enjoy my job, and it was well worthwhile, the trip. But it's how we tie those together and what effect they have on each other that is sometimes the challenge. And that's the challenge that I've had this week. So aside from that, this week is looking good with my lights over my desk. Very excited about that. For my Creating for Happiness practice, I've been teaching myself to draw patterns freehand. And, you know, that hasn't worked out particularly well because I didn't have a desk. So I'm looking forward to practicing my patterns. I want to get, you know, that nice smooth flourish just coming out of my hand automatically. You know, the dream scenario. So that's what I'll be working on, my patterns and my paintings. and adjusting the rest of my life to suit that too. Wherever you are, I hope you're having a creative week.